NYSUT's mission? Fighting racial injustice, confronting bias and discrimination in all forms, working relentlessly to improve lives, in every way, on every front. Social justice is the heart of unionism, and it is a cornerstone of NYSUT's mission. In communities, in classrooms, in the workplace, NYSUT will never stop fighting to give voice to the voiceless, to include the excluded, to protect the vulnerable, and turn despair into hope. This past year has been a year like no other. The issue of systemic racism has been thrust front and center, sending masses into the streets in local communities across the country and worldwide to demand justice. A deadly pandemic, meanwhile, not only brought life to a grinding halt, but laid bare and magnified the deep societal inequities that plague our nation. Yet rather than retreat, NYSUT doubled down on its commitment to civil engagement. We held conversations, we advocated, and we took action. Through vigils and town hall meetings, we brought together diverse communities across New York to grieve, declare that Black Lives Matter, and offer actions to embrace racial and cultural diversity, equality, and justice. Our work spurred a growth and involvement in civil and human rights committees statewide. We filled and delivered backpacks full of school supplies to students in communities of need. And we developed and launched programs to help educators recognize and head off implicit bias and institutional racism in our schools and colleges, issues that too often result in racial disparities in discipline and other educational inequities. While COVID illness and deaths hit the nation's most vulnerable populations especially hard, it also highlighted the nation's continuing problem of economic injustice. As the ultra-wealthy got richer, far too many working families struggle with job loss, sickness, and food insecurity, hunger. NYSUT responded by joining forces with fellow labor unions and civic organizations to provide drive-through food banks. We raised funds through our disaster relief program to purchase and deliver more than 100,000 surgical masks, keeping healthcare workers and communities safe. NYSUT is committed to the principle that everyone should be treated fairly, with dignity and respect, irrespective of race, ethnicity, sexual orientation, gender or gender identity or expression. Our mission is to transform individuals and communities so that everyone has the same opportunities to realize the American dream. NYSUT will never be silent on issues of poverty, racism, bigotry, and discrimination based on race, gender, sexual orientation, national origin, or income. We will never retreat in the face of injustice. And together, we will continue fighting to improve lives and effect long-lasting positive societal change.